Welcome back, my fellow frolfers. We have made it to the disc golf mecca that is North Carolina, and I'm stoked to start throwing. We've got a bunch of new plastic in the bag, trying to figure out if we want to switch some things up a little bit. For example, I'm throwing the Millennium Disc Vela, trying to see if I want that instead of the Eagle. The new Eagles I'm just not a big fan of compared to the old ones. I also recently picked up the Cicada. Kind of liking it. I didn't like it at first, but now that I'm kind of getting a feel for it, it's actually a pretty solid disc in the bag. Well, I'll be honest, that was not the intended line. Start of the Eagle we've been bagging. So we got very lucky with the line that we took with that Vela. The Eagle actually had a better line, but caught an unnecessary tree. Airball the first putt, that's solid. There it is. Oh, but really the sole reason that I'm looking at an option to replace the Eagle isn't necessarily because I don't like these Eagles that much. It's just that they have some dome to them. And with a forehand, I'm just not a huge fan of domey discs. The Vela that comes out of the forehand so much nicer, and I can trust it. This, I just don't like it. It's that simple. So we are playing this course blind today. It's Bradley Center. We're in Gastonia, North Carolina, just on the outside of Charlotte. Got 302 feet here down to the right. I'm gonna take the DD3 on a forehand. Ah, we caught a little vine, not even a branch, a vine. We picked up this new 2024 Glow Wraith. Thing is absolute beaut. Oh, that's the line right there. That's what we wanted. Might be a little deep, didn't get as far right as we needed. So for those of you that follow the channel, you know that the last few videos I've posted were back in Florida, and I actually haven't filmed a single one since then. I've been through Georgia and South Carolina, made it all the way to Nashville, Tennessee, saw some family and friends back there, but I wanted to take some time to just focus on my own game by myself, playing with some friends, and not always having a camera in my face. By no means does it mean I don't like filming and making these videos. I love doing it. I just felt like it was taking too much focus away from me actually improving and working on my game. My forehand, for example, I really wanted to get that back, and now I'm super confident to the point where I actually trust it more than my backhand again, and now we've got a whole new set of problems. Right over the top. There it is. All right, guys, we've got kind of a goofy one here. So here's the tee pad, fairway straight ahead, Mando to the right of this tree, but the basket is actually way back in there, straight to the left of the tee pad. You can see the yellow band right there. So because of that, we're gonna take the deflector low and just try to skip it around this corner as far as we can. Just like that. Big skip. Yeah, long story short, we've been really busy. I haven't just taken this time off to just sit around and do nothing. I've been playing a lot of disc golf. Finally got to see some gators on a course back in South Carolina, of all places. Saw way more gators in South Carolina than I did in Florida, which I found was kind of odd. We spent some time checking out Charleston. Before that, back in Florida yet, we spent like a week in St. Augustine with one of our friends there. Did some pottery there. He owns a pottery studio. If you're ever down there, check it out. It's a lot of fun. But then we swung over to Nashville, where I've got some family there. We've got a bunch of friends there. Had a great time. We played Ghost in the Graveyard in Centennial Park. When I tell you we got to just live like kids again and be free and play and have fun, guys, it was a blast. I don't know if this plays as a par 4. It might have to. No, it is a par 3, 432 feet, but it's in a complete U shape. So I don't know how you're supposed to actually make birdie on this hole. Seems near impossible. We're just gonna pretend like that last shot never happened because it was atrocious. We got a C2 bid here. See if we can drop one, save the par. Yep, I'm not Anthony Brella. That step putt, I'm working on it. Sometimes it feels good, other times it feels like I have no idea what I'm doing. Right now it feels like I have no idea what I'm doing. 430 feet here, very, very tight fairway. Basket's supposedly just straight ahead. I don't actually see it, but 430 feet down the fairway. My only goal is just to get past, what do we get? Got leaves on me. We just gotta get past these first initial trees. Might throw a couple here and just do some experimenting. That is the line that I wanted to hit. Hit it a little high though, and it faded way further over than I wanted. That is a beaut. The fuse is finally flying like the old one did. I really underestimated how long it would take that fuse to beat in to start flying like the old one did, but it's finally starting to get that nice gentle turn to the right that I love so much, and it's perfect for these North Carolina tight wooded fairways. Another new disc to the bag. Picked up this Z-Glow Ledgestone Zone. This thing is an absolute beaut. It is just a sexy Frisbee. And the Zone that I've been bagging for quite a while has gotten really beat in. Not really Zone-like anymore. It's very straight, which is a good thing to have, but I want that dependable over stability. Jeez. Beautiful. Sit down. Ooh, big skip. Gonna leave us a longer putt than I would like. You guys, you know what's kind of crazy to me is that I was complaining about the Zone feeling too deep and not liking forehanding it, and I still do wish it was just a touch more shallow, I will admit, but now that my forehand's actually back, it doesn't really bother me anymore. I can suddenly forehand it just fine. What you guys don't realize is before YouTube, I was a forehand dominant player. I started just focusing on solely backhand shots so I could develop a good backhand. And I kind of lost my forehand for a while because I wasn't throwing it. Now that I have it back, I feel like I'm forehand dominant again. Not to blame the dog or anything, but sometimes he does get in my head. Being right there. I should probably just move him. It's my own fault. Turn. Turn a little bit. We just picked up this new max weight Rollo. The one that I had before that I was throwing was 167, so already the flippiest disc known to man, and it was lightweight. This one is a lot more usable and I can actually trust it on the course. Should have just done that the first time. Guys, just always throw a hex every single time. That's the key. I'm gonna assume a rollaway OB here is at play with the road right behind it, but we're not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna cash this putt, this C2, get this giant stick out of my way. Get down. Oh, thought we had it. Oh. Oh. You guys ever find it kind of interesting that disc golf tee pads are so tiny, and then you go play ball golf and you've got this huge expanse of grass that you just stand in one place for, where we actually like run on our tee pads? Just seems kind of... Heiser, let's not walk into the tripod, dude. Come here. Anyways, 232 straight up the hill. Give it a little ace run maybe. Stay straight. Ah. I like that a little better. Yeah. The biggest struggle that I've had lately with my backhand is I feel like I just can't hit lines confidently. So that's where the forehand has really been helping me, is because when the target is in front of you, and coming from a baseball background, a forehand just feels so much more comfortable to hit a small gap. The backhand just, I turn my head away from the target and I kind of get like a target panic, and then I end up grip locking it or just shanking it in general. Another thing, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I'm way more of a spin putter than I ever used to be. I definitely don't consider myself a spin putter yet, but I was like 98% push, 2% spin. Now I've got a lot more spin on it, and I feel a lot more confident from distance. See if we can make this fuse shot back here too. I don't know if you guys can even see it. Okay, so hole 8 says 326 dead straight. I see there's a double mando here that we have to hit. I don't see where the basket actually is because it goes downhill, so down over to the right a little bit. So it's definitely playing for a nice little hyzer flip forehand. This could be pretty. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, good kick. Miracle kick. Did you guys see that? Okay, hyzer flip might not have been the best idea. Let's just throw a straight one. There it is. That is so good. Take one more with the Raptor. Get around that. Yes. Go in. Orc here, Thunderbird, and back there is the Raptor. The biggest thing that I've been trying to change up in my bag is try to get two-way discs, and what I mean by that is have discs that I can throw both backhand and forehand. I don't like carrying so many Frisbees that I can only throw this one backhand or this one forehand. I want to be able to throw every disc both ways if possible. At least minimize the ones that only go one way. The thing is I only like to forehand flat discs, but I can backhand anything. So really all I'm trying to do is just trying to find flatter discs that I like forehanding. That was atrocious. This Raptor is so parked, we'll just putt with the York. Okay. A putter would have stayed in, that was ridiculous. But all three of these, I'll throw these backhand and forehand, but they're all just board flat. I mean, this Thunderbird is super flat. Raptor is ridiculously flat. And then, I mean, you can't get much better, I guess, for a forehand disc. That's really the main thing that I'm looking for when I'm looking for a forehandable disc, is just how flat it is. And I really can't tell you why. I just don't like domey discs. They seem to flip easier, they're less torque resistant. That's my opinion, at least. If you guys have a differing one, drop it in the comment below. I'd love to hear it. So that right there was a prime example of one of the biggest reasons why I took a break from being on the camera. For whatever reason, I always feel rushed when I'm on camera, even though there's not really anybody behind me. I'm not holding anybody up. I just feel like, I don't know, I don't take my time. I don't focus as hard when I'm on camera, which you would think would be the opposite, because you know you're being filmed, so you should take your time and throw a good shot. I just need to get that through my head, to just slow down, focus on each shot, and execute. These thick woods and elevation is exactly what I've been craving, and why I've been so excited to get back to North Carolina and play some disc golf. We got very lucky. It must have hit this tree maybe to be able to stop that. Otherwise, we were way down in some shit. Okay, we've got 405 feet here. Looks like it goes down to the right. Very tight fairway off the tee. I think that's the basket way back there. Looks kind of like a poke and hope to me, being that we're playing this blind. I'm gonna throw that new Color Glow Wraith. This thing is just so pretty. Yeah, baby. That is just the line I wanted. Hit a tree, got stopped. We'll take that. So we do plan on being in the Charlotte area for at least a month or so. Who knows, it may be longer. So if any of you guys are around this area and you want to get together and play around, I'd be happy to, especially if you can show me some of the lines on these courses, because playing them blind all the time can be a little tough. What are you doing back there, dude? Come on. And while I'm here, I'd really like to learn at least a couple courses, like Scrapyard, for example, is just one that I'm excited to play, and I want to like get good at scoring there. Playing blind all the time is kind of frustrating because I feel like I can never score well. I can't tell if these German Shepherds want to eat me or if they just want to play, but either way, sorry guys, not going to be able to talk to you for a minute with that barking going on. Hopefully the barking in the background's not too bad. I'll try to edit it out the best I can. Got 195 feet here, literally just down through a ravine. Basket's up on top there. I don't even know how to approach this really. Forehand's the only option I see, but I still think it's going to be really tough to get the disc to stay up on top. I'm gonna go with the A5. Oh. Maybe we'll go a smooth, slow one with the FD1 and let it just kind of... Okay. I think that was the play. There it is. Oh, deep. I like that hole. It's something different, something interesting. The camera does not do it justice how steep this is, but this is where the A5 kicked and rolled to. That slow flex FD1 shot ended up pretty solid. Just a little bit deep of the pin back here, but it's up on top, and I think that's your priority on this hole. Oh, then the zone went deep. Oh, it's way deep back here. Yikes. Guys, I am a dog lover, but when your German Shepherds just bark constantly like that, God, that's annoying. I think the most frustrating thing possible on the course is throwing multiple tee shots on a hole and none of them turn out good. It's just, oh wow. Okay, scratch that. Look at this, guys. Straight uphill. No idea where we're going. That's better. I don't know where the basket is, but I liked that. Okay, so the basket is down around this corner here. Looks like a pretty open fairway, but it's a very tight curve. I don't know what I can throw that'll actually get there. Height-wise, I think I'm gonna catch some trees. Not too bad. Well, that worked a lot better than I expected. Well, I haven't been keeping score at all, but that last hole 14, we actually birdied, so the way I played that must be a pretty decent way to play it. This one, though, is very interesting to me. Maybe 150 feet out, then you got a Mando to the right, and it kind of like jogs over and then goes straight again. So it has to be a par 4, yeah, par 4, because you really can't go for it in one because of that Mando. So I think I want to get as far right as I can past that Mando, so I'm going to go forehand with the deflector. Oh, that's a free redo right there. Oh yeah, that is exactly what I wanted to do. That disc is just perfect for that. I've never been a big fan of super overstable meat hook approach discs, but that one, because of the ground play, I actually have a use for it. Because the only time I'm ever going to pull for that disc is when I really need to get over one way or the other, and having that ground play just adds that extra level of push, I guess. I really think that that was the perfect way to play it, because if you don't get it far enough right over here, you still have to get around this corner that we're at. You can't just go straight at the basket without a bunch of trees at least. Now I have an opening. Still not ideal, but I think we can take the deflector again and just skid it up to the basket, hopefully get within circle 1. See guys, that's a prime example of me just not taking my time. Like I said earlier, whenever I get a camera on me, I just feel like I need to rush, and it's so stupid. I don't know why I keep doing it. If I would have just thrown that second shot with the zone, with the deflector, it would have skipped straight towards the basket just like I wanted. But I absolutely grip locked it like an idiot on a 100-foot shot, and that's just pathetic. We were very fortunate to even have a look at the basket here for the bird. God, that just kills me. I hate that I do that to myself. Okay, we actually have a pretty cool hole, very downhill, very forehandy, or turnover backhand. I do like the forehand line better, I think. And it says 269. Kind of seems longer than that to me. I don't know, I guess we'll trust you, disc, but I'm going to actually try to focus and execute a shot here. Got a couple holes left here. Let's just make sure that we actually utilize this practice round to better ourselves. Oh, that was the line. I'm not sure how to play this any better. Maybe really overstable. Let's try this. Let's try something a little different here. Yeah. Now that shot specifically wasn't what we wanted, but that line. Let's just get a slightly less stable disc and do the same thing. Got that a little high, but man, I still don't like that. Do you know this course well?
Yeah, I actually come out here almost every day.
Yeah? What the hell's the line here? This is such a weird hole.
Dude, I hate this one.
I've tried forehand, I've tried a flex backhand, and I don't like it, no matter what.
Hi.
This is Heiser.
Heiser?
Yeah.
That's such a cute name.
But you're more than welcome to play through and show me the line. I'm throwing a bunch, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here.
Yeah, I usually play, so I'm a main forehand. I go for that like tree in the middle. You see what I'm talking about? I aim for that and just let it finish.
That's exactly what I did, and I barely nicked it, and then I went way to the right.
Yeah, that's how it goes. I've also been trying like an arrow, like just like crank it and then like let it finish.
I kind of like that. The fact that you have an arrow is badass, dude. I'm like the only guy that ever bags an arrow. That almost had the line. You know, that actually makes me wonder if a Rolo.
A Rolo?
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Let's see what it does.
It's just so flippy.
And it's actually probably going to cut roll towards the basket. I don't know if I like that, but I think a flex backhand is probably the best.
Probably.
But I haven't found one like it's got to be understable, not so stable that it finishes back left. It's just got to fight out of it.
Oh, that was like dead straight.
Yeah, and that didn't have any flex to it. Yeah, this hole's tough. I don't know what the answer is. This is a challenging one for sure. Well, I just met Ryan. He's a local out here, says he plays this course almost every day, and he said he doesn't even know what the line is here. It's just such a weird hole. I can't decide if I like it because of that or if I dislike it because there's no, I mean, it's challenging. It's something different, so I like it for that aspect. I think the only reason I don't like it is because I can't figure it out. But the FD1, the original shot that kicked off that tree's right here. Rolo's right up in front. Actually didn't do too bad, but we'll see if we can make it from our first shot. Did we do it? Way short, geez. There it is. Not even close. What am I, oh, and it's gonna roll into the creek. God, guys. I think I could play that last hole 100 times and maybe get one drive that I'm actually happy with. This one goes up over this hill and over to the left. I'm not actually sure about the distance. Let's check U-disc real quick. It says 225, but it just looks so far away. This would be a good opportunity to throw the Cicada, the Eagle, and the Vela against each other. All right, so Cicada first. Oh, that is beautiful. Go in. I think that's absolutely parked. Let's go Eagle. A little inside. Then we'll go Vela. So far, they've been flying extremely similarly. I expected this to be a little bit more understable, and it's not just yet, but it is brand new, so I'm trying to give it a chance. That is beautiful. Okay, I didn't hear any chains, but I feel like that's got to be so close. So all three of those were really good shots, but I didn't realize that there was this drop-off right back here. So Cicada actually stayed up on top. The Eagle that I went a little inside on, down here, and the Vela is down there. So all three of them, like I said, are solid shots, but this green is not very nice to me. Like I said, I originally didn't like the Cicada, and it's really grown on me. Okay, there's one. Let's go Eagle. Oh man, this is a lot of trees in the way here. Yeah, that's just not a good look. Not a good look for a putt. Let's see if we can drop the Vela. You guys won't be able to see it, but you'll be able to see it hopefully hit the heart of the chains. Oh. Oh, we barely snuck that second one in there. I'm happy with those shots. Even though the green wasn't nice to us, you gotta remember that those are good shots. We're here for a practice round. We're not here for a scoring round. So on any other green, those three shots are all within C1. So 18, we've got a narrow fairway to hit right off the tee. It says 419 feet, and then the U-disc map shows it going way over to the left here. So I'm just gonna try to figure out, I see a Mando up there. Man, that's way over there. Where the heck is the basket? Oh, wow. It is way over to the left. So there's no chance at all you're gonna have a look at the basket off your tee shot. Ow. Did you guys see that? Just jumped up and bit me. So now the question is, what is gonna get us out into that clearing reliably? I haven't even pulled out this absolute gem to show you guys, but check out this PFN Champ Beast that I picked up. Look at that thing. I found this in the used bin in Nashville. There was a whole bunch of old PFN stuff in there. The unfortunate thing was a lot of it was like terrible colors that you're gonna lose very easily. So I didn't pick up very much of it, but I did grab this guy. See if we can just use it like it's intended, go straight up this fairway. Get around that. Oh no, no. Well, if the Vela is gonna kick the Eagle out of the bag, now's the time to do it. Let's lace this fairway, give us something good. There it is. Oh my gosh, those last two little skinny trees to beat. Well, we unfortunately missed getting out here to this wide open fairway that would have been so much easier to attack the basket at. But luckily, we did stay right of the Mando, and we have a little window right here that I think we can throw a little forehand approach shot through. Perfect. Well guys, that'll do it for today's video. Stay tuned for the future. We're gonna be pumping out some new, different styles of videos. I've got quite a few ideas, stuff that I wanna film. Looking forward to doing it on some cool courses around here, and maybe doing some collaborations with some people around. But as always, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.